Rhymers, just business fixed ciphers. Raw form doper than Bolivian's finest. Come sit with your highness, observe the guy. The king that rock my crown crooked like Jack from the nursery rhyme. Monarch music.
Flesh eating, dead walking, keep a fresh broad with a chest pressed to my sex organ. Fuck a human being, no respect for them. Show up to your funeral just to gorilla press corpses. Fuck them all, billers, all that shit has got me flying as if I'm trying to be Jimmy Snooker. Told your bitch to give her lips a poker, there's a dick to suck up. I could sign the pictures and slip her digits and finger fuck.
Hey yo, this is Don't Flop, Manchester versus London, the main event of the day. Manchester one more fucking time, make some noise! We're in the building. Don't Flop all fucking day. You know the score. It's your boy the host as always, still here, 6 years strong. We have reached the pinnacle of the entire event. It's been a crazy day. There's been 4 battles previously, all fucking nuts. This is the main event, UK vs UK rap battle of all UK vs UK rap battles. Are you ready to see this battle? All right then. This is Don't Flop, the one and only Don't Flop. This is the first ever Manchester versus London event. Yeah, my name is, all my links are on the screen right about now. If you want to hit me up, big up every single supporter that tweets me all day. Please, please holler at me, whatever you want to say about this event. All right, no further ado, MC on my right hand side from Manchester, 18 months out the ring. Ruined it.
Wait, no, you do it like this.
Right, should we shoot that? No, I'm joking. As I was saying, 18 months out of the ring, the fucking king of this shit. Make some noise for Shottyhorroh. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. No fucking around, let's go. All right. MC, on my left-hand side, the 2-time defending, going for his 3rd defense, Don't Flop champion. Make some noise for Tony D! Right.
Listen to this though.
Yeah, the 3rd title defense comes in 4 weeks' time, Tony versus Yunnan. Okay, if you want to hit up Don't Flop, all the links that you need are on the screen right now. Please, always feel free to contact us. This is the main event of the day. Have we done the flip? Have we chosen who's going first?
I'm going first, man.
You going first? All right then, cool.
Some said I wasn't gonna show up, but that's what the talk is about. But I show up to the showdown to show up when the giant was asleep. Silently at peace, I advised him to move quietly and sneak beside me, but try and be discreet, cause if I wake, there'll be wakes. And I'm no longer tired in the sheets. You woke Goliath just as it was time for him to eat and climb into his seat, the king. The king, the new chapter of Mufasa. I put aside my pride so my pride could get a feast. Fuck your stripes. You tigers seem like new timers trying to compete. I thought you was the main man. All that raw talk and you're just lying through your teeth. Oh, this is what you waited for? Me and you waging war on the stage for the sake of talk. Well, let's make them talk. It's unfair. You've been scared. Oh, this is what they waited for. Me and you waging war on the stage for the sake of talk. Well, let's make them talk. It's been fair. You've been scared since the day it started taking costs. I've played these thoughts, but I'm not here to take your title, Tony. I'm here to take your cards. See, it was the real deal when Real Deal said to give Tony a Tony Award. But I've got me some rhymes that'll leave him hospitalized. I came to give Tony a ward. Class in session. The ruler's back with straight lines for drastic measures. Your casket's measured. Practice makes perfect. Well, I practice to the point where it's past perfection. I'm just battling my past perfections. They said practice what you preach. But I don't preach. You can ask the reverend. It's been a minute since I asked for blessings in my last confession. I don't preach. I teach. And I've got pupils that'll look you in your pupils and raise arms like they're asking questions, but they don't ask me. I've got pupils that'll look you in your pupils and raise arms like they're asking questions, but they don't ask me questions. You need to give a man of my class room. Stay back like you have detention. You can't take away from Ad. I taught math a lesson. I'm unschoolable. They haven't given adolescence since adolescence. Test me and fail. F your circle, you won't pass the papers, I'll smoke him. Pass the papers, fuck though, it's linguini linguistics. Pass the papers, I'm trying to... It's linguini linguistics, pass the papers. I'm trying to give my nation dough, my donation of battle rap is past Earth's papers. Time to pay you past the papers, cause you're about to be baptized with bars. So don't whine when the pastor passed the wafers. Tony D's dead. You want to know what he passed away for? I'm the predator. He's the same as when you ask your savior for a massive favor, and when prey meets predator, that's just nature. But holy shoulder blades, God's back. Holy shoulder blades, God's back. You are not martyrs. I said, you do not matter. It's God-like. If you're God-like, I'm God's father's godfather. Since I left, I've been streaming it, rowing. It seems it's upstream that you're rowing and you haven't got father. You put shuffle and mile on, but couldn't brand dough, so you brought back the Godfather. And I couldn't bear it, it's tragic. That tear in the fabric is something Al Pacino's. Al Pacino, I'm on my Tony shit. Montana, not Tony's in this older prick that defends a title that don't exist. I'm over pissed out. Film a porno with your only chick just to show you it. I mean, I make you bitch wail and we can see your baby Moby Dick. Jesus feces. I said Jesus feces. Holy shit. I'll make a guitar plectrum from your skull if there's a bone to pick. Try handle bars and die like Hogan's lip. I got a boot, I turn sideways, I rock jabronis with you. Hype with your mouth around the side of your house. Shh. Right where Smokey shits. Snub nose in my scruff clothes. Eat shorts like Homer's kid. We was last seen in Tony's crib making it look like Scarface. And the last scene in Tony's crib, that's my first round in. Safe style blessed. I got 2 more rounds and plenty more space in that graveyard left.
He's all right, isn't he? Hey, Manchester, you fucking with me? All right. They said it wouldn't be a fair fight if I battled in Manny versus Shotty. I said, I hear that. Just means these people won't have that far to carry his body. That's why I'm standing there cocky. You fucking with the wrong man. This patch of stage, Islamic State. Your head's coming off. On cam. God damn. This one I'm running wild. So they gonna find this cat's head in a bag on Curry Mile. I don't care if we in your hometown and habitat, and it's your first match back and you jammed it packed with your fans and that ain't a handicap, chap. Could the plan I hatched was to shrink the planet's map so that it exactly matched the same dimensions of this stage where we're standing at. Now this is my world. You find the tone right at home. Yeah, imagine that. I came to shake Man City like Arab cash. I used to battle rap on street. This more of a stage show. Typical City fan. To get it, he had to move from the main road.
Say it again, say it again.
So that pedestal you put him on, I knock him off. Swinging Ricky Hatton haymakers. These punches, body shots. You got your... Let me get to the punch. That pedestal you put him on, I knock him off. Swinging Ricky Hatton haymakers, these punches, body shots. You got your head on the chopping block. If Tone acts like he in the swing of things, it's well executed and your noggin's off. Why is everybody gassing this bottle job? Because you put that together, then I light him up rags. That's a Molotov. A lit match and petrol potion. This clash the next explosion. Big flash the bread are toasted. Dispatch with said opponent. Impact the second row where chins crack, heads are swollen, ribs smashed, legs are broken, sin stash his threads are smoking.
You ain't bothering me, bro.
Bruv,
I didn't take moves in that, bro.
if you talking spitting raps, this veteran goes in, this chat just extra potent. I step to you, run you, then keep it moving. Bitch, that's perpetual motion. Don't let the brother front like he ain't already ducked me once. The night I beat death and cooked that turkey like Sunday lunch, I was basking in my glory. Till this pair of fucking mugs got on stage, made the announcement and stole all my thunder. Cunts. He was cool for a couple months. Couldn't stomach it, got bubble guts and concocted some cover-up, but I got sucker punched. You said you was drunken in a state and got your cousin or your mate, who, by the way, MMA fighter, rumbles in a cage to punch you in the face. If it's the truth, you're fucking waste. If it's a lie, Shottyhorroh, so it's up there with the greats. It's different level. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Bill Clinton level. They got weapons of mass destruction, we gotta get them level. Mark Duggan had a pistol, so we had to hit him level. It's lies. And they remind me of a movie, because The Great White was the star of that Jaw story. Unconvincing like Spielberg's Rubber Shark. But you know what done your dance? Let Tony remind you. When them shots fired, got shots fired, because Rowan ain't like ya. You go online, sand in your swollen vagina. Fuck, don't flop this, fuck, don't flop that. Couldn't keep the emotion inside you. We saw the King of the Dot footage. All your commotion been cyber. You act worse on the web than Toby Maguire in his role as a spider. Plus the bloke is a liar. And the reason is absurd to me. We didn't battle because you wanted to earn a fee and didn't want to work for free. If you'd have said that from jump, we'd have understood you perfectly. Instead, he committed perjury to save face. Instead, he committed perjury to save face when I knows it's fake. That's cosmetic surgery. You really? Why'd you do it, Shots? You really couldn't stop yourself? Because see, when you make up their story, it does look like a proper melt. That's why I ain't gotta kill you, because you've already topped yourself. I don't need a crowd or a squad to help. I sunned Adam from that dirt. He got bodied from that dirt like I'm God himself.
Yo, that's round one. Make some noise for round one. All right.
Yo, after my verse, he was like, quick. Team Huddle, we need a rebuttal. I'm in deep trouble. Gemini, help me scheme something that means double. Locksmith, I know you got a name flipper of theme coming in. Mr. 13, nothing. And Mr. 13, nothing. Poisonous poets are Ian Daniels. I'll break down both your groups. I'm like the German manager reserving stamina. I'll take out Tony Cruz. It ain't a game. It ain't a game. One line would split toe like Shinobi shoes. I'm not your friend, I'm the photo. Try ID, I'll snap in front of your face like a photo booth. That means try with those heavy hands, it's metal bands, because that'll be your death tone. You got writer's block, I came to write on blocks. I'm talking about your headstone. You got a way with killing words, I got a way with killing rappers like Suge Knight and Death Row. So give the Lord salute, so it's auto-tune. We'll give T-Pain and correct tone. There's levels to this shit. Different zones, the distance shows. If this is a race, I don't mean race. We're just different tone. How are you still champ? You got beat off Ark, Def, Chris, and Osh. I don't see T in that picture unless it's with Kermit, but that's none of my business, though. You said you're a star on top with the presents. Fuck all that Christmas flow, but you can kiss the game goodbye when you're under this mistletoe. If we don't believe him, we question marks like Riddler's clothes. They'll get the bam bam before we deuce with two Bigelow. Bam bam deuce, two Bigelows. Give me dough, I'll put his mouth. The docs are gonna need to give him a new cheek. They said, why Cleffy's pally? I said I did it for a few G's. Why Cleffy's pally? I said I did it for a few G's. Tone what you tone, cause if toe squeezing pumps, it's new sneaks. I'll stamp him like hot irons. I'm Brandon, old man like Bruce Lee. That's too deep. Cause Brandon's old man was Bruce Lee. For this weird diva with his cheerleader screaming, tell him Tony. And he keeps him around cause against Real Deal he felt very lonely and he couldn't get his head in focus. If he doesn't have the fellas coaching, then he'll end up choking. But when he's with them, the buzz goes to his head and the pheromones are replaced by serotonin, and that made him forget who the king of this serotonin. But when I finish killing him, meet me at the bar. You're all buying drinks for free. I drink for free. If not, there will be a bar ruckus and I will not miss the tea. This knife ain't a joke. I say again. I say, when I finish killing him, meet me at the bar. You're all buying drinks for me. I drink for free. If not, there will be a bar ruckus and I will not miss the tea. The knife ain't a joke. I be like, why so serious if you give me cheap? That means act lemon and get ice if you're not going to watch your Lipton tea. But let's talk about the schemes he's thieving. Charlie Clips told you he bites bars. Him and John to make a mean allegiance. I mean, we seen this against O'Shea. You had that title snatch scheme and it was seeming decent. But Ilmac said that to Bender, only he said title taken and Liam Neeson. And if you say you didn't see it, chill that. Because you referenced that exact battle that set the standard when you went against Ilmac. That's real rap. Fuck him. Fuck him. Prick. Let's have him broken up. Let's focus on each component that makes Tony up. As far as bars, he's a poor man's version of Chilla Jones's stuff. That image he dons is the dun-dun-dun-duns. He loves HORROH so much that he stole his look. Mannerisms, well, he strokes his nose as much as loaded looks. If you notice much, just did it. That's why you choke like your opponent's holding you in the Cobra clutch, because you watch smack battles and clone them only to come across trying to pose like a phony fuck. But we know what's up, because it's hard remembering your bars when you can't remember who you are. T reckons he's T-Rex. He needs his little dot mob caressing his ass when he's projecting his bars. Well, yo, tell them they can watch me catch this body, then go back and pretend you was hard, or I can watch them catch this body when I leave this little fucking prick dead in their arms. I said, bruh, don't ever try and stare me down. You should know you're full for nothing. Little ass isn't man enough to wear my clothes. Second round in, safe start, bless. I got one more round and plenty more space in that graveyard left. Yeah.
All right. So that was Shotty, we got round 2 on Tony right now.
Hey, yo!
Everybody hold it down, thank you. Hold it down, thank you.
Hey!
Round number 2 on Tone.
Jesus Christ, I'm like the second coming. This like premature ejaculation. Lot of Shotty fans' hearts gonna be aching and breaking when his herb gets smoked early. That's waking and baking. Either lose or lose bad. That's the ultimatum you facing. Right now, he wish he never been born. He Matt Damon as Jason. He was counting on that hometown bias hype. You know, my rhymes, you quiet like a church mouse on a silent night. His rhyme, even the filler is getting twice the hype. You try to catch the wind by pulling strings. That only working if you flying cats. That's why you die tonight. And that's why you die tonight. Unless you got an optician that rock with him. It's the only way to test the eye and eye. Because out rhyming, man, no. That's an impossible task. You still spitting, uncle's advanced, I'm unswallowing bars, so face it, that gas in air like an oxygen mask. You know it's lights out. This just a shot in the dark. It's a message to his fans. You tell him all to stop joking. He ain't sick, he fake it. Like when you call your boss coughing, hello. You think he dope with a pen? Have you heard his version of Jump Around? Shit banging, right? Like unloading a skank. No, reload and focus again, and don't let this joker pretend that whole flow ain't stole from Graph's Roman's Revenge. Now that's too hip-hop for some of you, but if you know, you know. That's why this cowboy getting spun like a do-si-do is good for motis. His punchlines, man, good for a moti, though. Check Tony, bro. Check Tony, bro. And my wins versus losses, Shotty. I'm Christian Slater doing very bad things. Each scene I plotted body after body, Shotty. And you nicer than me? What, because you got more fans than me? Naturally. You actually pursue this for a salary. This is something I do 3 times a year on a Saturday. You confusing talent with popularity, and I ain't with that shit shots. Not as long as Pharaoh Munch ain't out selling Rick Ross. You getting me pissed off? I'll be clear about it too. I'm like a bit of blind man, because I don't want to hear about them views. Especially since we being truthful shots. We'll attribute 80% of them views you got to the dark-skinned youth with locks who was rocking the Gooners top. The rest of your fan base considered lame because they between 12 and 15 and got Mosh Team in their Twitter name. You getting slain, but they won't be okay with that. They'll be the reason for that grey area when this white noise fades to black. I'm stating facts. You can't live with me, mate. I'm hitting the stage, a class act. Like a nativity play, I'm booked for spitting them flames. My English lit, on fire, I did the math. Same direction, but changed course to drop science. It's not the wisest move if he let his past battles fool him. They elementary. Universities for that real advanced schooling. No, I said they elementary. You need versities for that real advanced schooling. See, I put him to the test. They assessing and grading, but ask them what they saying and they change subject, because your art, history like cave paintings, the education, private. Schooling to the public, you feel the tension. I repeatedly wrote lines for punishment. I'm trying to free Ross, kneel your ass still. 2-1, harsh deal. To a degree, that's a pass still. No. No, that's a pass still. I long since graduated from your level, fam. I mean, we the same school of thought, but you following my lesson plan. It's funny how the student body is what the head had planned. So if there's arms afoot, you get torso, I won't leave you with a leg to stand. All I know is he just the next to lay waste at the veteran's hands. What I'm saying is this body gotta put him in a separate bag. Yo, me and you, type to smoke the full bag and drink the whole bowl. But there's a difference, G. I have no kids to feed. I am nobody's role model. Ian Daniels, oh, it's not a crew, it's a mixture of brew and elixir. I'm not condoning that whole motto, that's so hollow. You'd rather do ciphers and drink with them guys that you linked and spend time with your kids, and that's some shit I don't follow. I can see it. Mini Tony approaching you, happy and vibrant, laughing and smiling, trying to climb up your lap with your rhyming, so you pushing back and declining like, don't bother Dad when he's writing, because it's all about the show. You know, Clash of the Titans. You need to write raps and practice the Titan. You haven't got time to waste on your family surviving. You're on a champion's diet, but... But try to respect this, Tony. Your kids can't eat title defenses, Tony. I feel for them. Look at these infants guardian. It's like an infant guarding them. How do you think they feel? You keep disregarding him for drinks and pie and shit's disheartening, bitch. Fix your father, and I can't let you praise him, because it's about 30 with about 30 bouts, and them man never paid him. He just raps to be famous. This is about reputation. Newsflash. There comes a time when a man has to hold up his hands and just actually say that he hasn't actually made it. This is no longer just your time you're passing and wasting. You need to be bringing back rashes of bacon for the clan you created. You want them kids to say, no, my dad is the greatest. But nah, they're going to say the father was a talent that was wasted, that frazzled out and faded. He put all his time in a battle rap, so daddy hadn't raised him. The pappy was the pavement. It's a shame you're so shameless. Alcoholism, skin has been aging, liver solidification and other symptoms it gave him. They see the old man curled up by the sink till he's sick in the basin, twitching and shaking. Their only Christmas wishes, you'll kick the addiction before the liquor can take him. Father of the year. Iris hardened through marijuana in the beer, sat lethargic on his rear. He's probably on that cocaine ghost train. And too Charlie to be near. A young man's crying for his father, but nothing's father than his ear is spaced out, looking like Bambi in the headlights. And I'm the car that's startling the deer. You and your peers appear to be stars because you peer at the stars and live by that garbage that you hear. Wake up. Bright lights. Diwali in the clear. Epiphany, your kids just need the father to be near because rap's not working. Time you should quit, Tone. Your little family needs you. Go home to your kids, Tone. But let's talk about that press conference. Steady Dave and won the title. He had that little arrogant speech, all smiles flashing his teeth, talking about you're going to give it up after you and unanimous meet. You even said you wanted to drop it after the battle with Lee's fast and discreet. You get to keep an immaculate streak and say you haven't been beat, but you never wanted that title anyway. You're just happy battling guys you can savage and free. That title's your protection, so you don't have to travel the map and compete with the international CNC. See, the real deal is, that real deal shit is something you still reenact in your dreams, so you'd rather stay here and get easy wins than battle someone you actually class as elite. But listen, you're 5 years older than man, Tony, and I'm 28. They said it's better late than never, that kid. That's very late. Yo, but listen, putting your fingers up like a dumb kid, that's a fucking shame. You came to Manny trying to floss like the king in a wooden chain. You're in Manny now, kid. You're in Manny now, kid. Look about a bit. Even though it is a fucking wooden chain, I'll take no talks to wrap it around his fist and punch you the fuck out of it. Look where you are, sunshine. Make sure not to stare me down. If you're wearing a wooden chain of Jesus looking like a member of AC/DC, you're never gonna wear a crown. Yo, and the funniest thing about this whole shit is I'm bodying the fuck out of you. And only Locksmith thinks you've won. Look at him. Look at him screaming, screaming. The only one that thinks you won. And he's screaming, Please, Tony, let me drink your cum. Yo, listen, stop talking. You talk pure bowel. Why don't you take yourself off the stage and wipe your fucking sweaty head with that fucking dusty towel? I dare you. You will get kidnapped in this city. I fucking dare you. Yo, look at you. Look at you. Emotional. Yo. Look at the sweat, man. Get the fuck out. Hey, yo, 2 months, a month, whatever, with this fucking little midget dissing me. I don't give a fuck. I done zipped him 3-0, and me and him made history. Don't flop, bitch.
All right.
Oi.
Yo, final round of the evening, people. Final round of the evening. It's on Tony. Let's go.
Listen, I told Locksmith he had mentioned this, and he's proven it true. But if I got God's head hanging from my neck, what the fuck I do to you? And furthermore, you talking about my kids. That's a different palaver. Bruv, it was so contradictory. How could I fly around the world battling and then still do my bit as a father? Are you dizzy? Listen, battle rappers expose bios. It's logical. I don't care. War's fair, so I don't care what they rap with a pen in their palm. In battle rap, I expose biological warfare. I don't care. When I rap, I'm penning napalm. Cyanide soliloquies. Yeah. Cyanide soliloquies. My breath got that death smell when I exhale. Poison lines going over heads like chemtrails. The Agent Orange... The Agent Orange orator, you wanted it, you got a war. It's too late to back out now. Somebody lock the door. Shock and awe. I bring a holocaust to Shotty's door. Bombs galore, rockets launch. Blood, guts, a lot of gore. I've exposed what's inside and I really show you horror core. He bitch made. That's his forte. You see, this diva act ain't staged. He really played a Broadway. This Tony's award, mate. I'll kill him.
No. Did he really just do that to you?
All right, cool.
No.
This Tony's award, mate. I win, and he gotta know. It's gonna be a real drag for man when I rock his horror show. I didn't just...
It's a fucking bar, to be honest. To be quite frank.
I didn't just come here to collect my check. I'm strong-arming bars like a flex bicep. They voyeuristic. They came to see a next guy's death. If they stare well, they see it happen step by step. It's your funeral. Hey. It's your funeral. Coffins made, wreath. Preacher's on his way. It's good you got your people close by. They gonna wanna pray. Play gangster to win and die behind bars like Ronnie Cray. He thought he had it in the bag and was on his way until this thriller jacket, and he thinking, but this ain't Shotty Day, okay?
Over you, right? That was good.
But it's deja vu. So when I was jamming on blocks, I mean, my line's popping. So I'm breaking down and bagging up shots. And speaking of it, every song's about the Zoots Road. So if you check every date on Adam's calendar, he's 2 stoned, and it means a... I thought you was fucking with me, Manchester. And it lead to a pattern in your battles. Ask the kids in the crowd. You know them bits that he forgets and starts dicking around? It's like last orders. And the bartender's kicking you out. You got a full pint on the table.
You weren't quick enough in swigging it down. How is that applicable now? You ain't figured it out? Bruv, they call time in your bars because you can't finish a round. Yet they say... But they say Tony chokes so often, so Tone won't stop him. I don't pose no problem. I'm special, move stunning like Stone Cold Austin. Picture me, ruining shots like I'm photo bombing. I don't care who I'm facing. Tone hits the pen and blacks out behind bars like the Aryan nation. I'm airing you. I don't care who I'm facing. Tone hits the pen and blacks out behind bars like the Aryan nation. I'm airing you, Ace, and it's getting air to the nation. You clearly the favorite. Them gambler guys got burned for their money, because that bet is like your comeback. A poor return for the money. You and your job, I'm on my boss shit. I'm making you work for it, money, because you said you live for this. So it's got to be troubling, Shotty. You getting comfortably bodied in your hometown by a middle-aged man who does this for a hobby. Whether that, yo. Yo, whether it's that poisonous legacy or the champion pedigree, from this point on, certain guys will remember me because I saw off Shotty like I'm modifying weaponry. I won't fall victim. I won't fall victim to Shotty's gimmicks. Of course, there's always space in your graveyard. You don't ever put no bodies in it. Yo. All right. I will not fall victim to Shotty's gimmicks. Of course, there's space in your graveyard. You never put no bodies in it. Except for Tommy Villis, but he's a little wally, isn't he?
Classic! Classic! Say it. Say it!
I'm a monstrosity! Anyway, a center stage, I'll show you how to end the game. That hole you dug for Tony will forever stay an empty grave. But if you get to dwelling on it and you get dismayed, console yourself with this thought. You didn't kill me, but at least your rent was paid.
Give her lips a poke that there's a dick to soak up. I could sign the pictures and slip a digit, some finger fuck.
Hey yo, this is Don't Flop, Manchester versus London, the main event of the day. Manchester, one more fucking time, make some noise! We're in the building. Don't Flop all fucking day. You know the score. It's your boy, the host, as always, still here. 6 years strong. We have reached the pinnacle of the entire event. It's been a crazy day. There's been 4 battles previous. They were all fucking nuts. This is the main event, UK vs UK rap battle of all UK vs UK rap battles. Are you ready to see this battle? All right then. This is Don't Flop, the one and only Don't Flop. This is the first ever Manchester versus London event. Yeah, my name is, all my links are on the screen right about now. If you want to hit me up, big up every single support.
I made them do it.
Right.
Listen to this though.
Yeah, the third title defense comes in 4 weeks' time, Tony versus Yunnan. Okay, if you want to hit up Don't Flop, all the links that you need are on the screen right now. Please, always feel free to contact us. This is the main event of the day. Have we done the flip? Have we chosen who's going first?
I'm going first, man.
You going first? All right then, cool.
Some said I wasn't gonna show up, but that's what the talk is about. But I show up to the showdown to show up when the giant was asleep. Silently at peace, I advised him to move quietly and sneak beside me, but try and be discreet, cause if I wake,
sick rhymers, just business fix ciphers. Raw form doper than Bolivian's finest. Come sit with your highness, observe the guy. The king that rock my crown crooked like Jack from the nursery rhyme. Monarch music.
flesh eating, dead walking, keep a fresh broad with a chest pressed to my sex organ. Fuck a human being, no respect for him. Show up to your funeral just to gorilla press corpses. Fuck them all, billers, other shit has got me flying as if I'm trying to be Jimmy Snooker. Told you big.
Tweets me all day. Please holler at me whatever you want to say about this event. All right, no further ado. MC on my right hand side from Manchester, 18 months out the ring. Ruined it.
No, you do it like this.
Right, should we shoot that? No, I'm joking. As I was saying, 18 months out of the ring, the fucking king of the shit. Make some noise for Shottyhorroh. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. No fucking around, let's go. All right. MC, on my left-hand side, the 2-time defending, going for his 3rd defense, Don't Flop champion. Make some noise for Tony D!
There'll be wakes. And I'm no longer tired in the sheets. You woke Goliath just as it was time for him to eat and climb into his seat. The king. The king. The new chapter of Mufasa. I put aside my pride so my pride could get a feast. Fuck your stripes. You tigers seem like new timers trying to compete. I thought you was the main man. All that raw talk and you're just lying through your teeth. Oh, this is what you waited for? Me and you waging war on the stage for the sake of talk. Well, let's make them talk. It's unfair. You've been scared. Oh, this is what they waited for? Me and you waging war on the stage for the sake of talk. Well, let's make them talk. It's been fair. You've been scared since the day it started taking costs. I've played these thoughts, but I'm not here to take your title, Tony. I'm here to take your car.